Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The following video was taken as part of stream. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna try Norra, and we're gonna try to go for the Scales of Judgment. I think her relic could be nice for the +1 starting mana. Now, the point with this one is to try to overflow our hand, so that the extra copies of the champion get added, so we have to play them. So with Norra, the way this is supposed to work is that her 6-star, it's over here. No, is it this one? Yes. So your portals now summon level 2 champions. So that is nice. Now, this is a summon effect. It's summoning the champions. However, for Norra, if your hand is full, they then get added, or if your board is full, they then get added to your hand. So with the Scales of Judgment, we then are able to play the champion, it can get a strike off, refill our mana with the Hidden Tome, and that is generally the way we're trying to think about this. Oh, the Portal Accelerator, honestly, we might actually go for Echoing. Yeah, I think this is probably better than +1 mana, because then we get more copies of Norra, champion spells cost less, get more of our champion spell, which we kind of need our champion spell to try to overflow our board. Yeah, this will be interesting. Let's grab this here. I don't know where we want to take this into. I actually wondered... Okay, so all the completion rewards are still yet to be completed. Interesting. Do we want to go for Swain? There's normally going to be targets to hit. Sure, let's try to go against Swain and see how this does. Granted, Norra could get killed pretty much immediately. Interesting. A lot of these effects must be saved locally to your device, because I don't think I had those set up on this account. So let's go here for power. Overprepared. Yeah, I don't think I want any of these. When ally survives damage, grant it 1/1. Let's try a reroll, see if we can get something a little bit better. You target an ally, give it barrier. We don't really target our allies. Try one more. Sure, Deceptively Deadly can be fine, I suppose. The powder kegs would be funny because it would probably level our Norra, because you've summoned created allies, so like it would work for that, which is a little funny. Thrice Bound. Summon your highest cost follower from your deck. Curse it with Shackles 3 times. Or first time when you trap between activates. When you play a card with a base cost, so it won't trigger our Found Fortune. I suppose actually having our board filled wouldn't be terrible. So everything's taking up space actually isn't bad, because then we're more likely to have it full. Do we want to go for the Thrice Bound? Because this also fills up something in our hand, which we don't really like. We don't really like the shackles. Sure, let's try to actually go for the Fuses Lit. This one is normally would be better, but I think this could have some synergies. Let's try to go here. Yes, the keg stack on a single unit, but we have spells that can try to destroy it so it can get resummoned. Like this Proximity Puff Cap. Actually, this is okay. Although we could try to get multiple copies of Norra. Yeah, that could be fine. So yeah, we already have 3 created. Echoing created this card, so we already have full mana. And we already got Zillion. Wait, why do we have full mana? When you play or level a champion, refill your mana. But we haven't played anything yet. Oh, when you play or level a champion. Oh, Hidden Tome might be really broken if when they get summoned they count as leveling. That could be busted. Let's... Do we want to kill that unit? Sure. So let's try to drop Norra. Let's go for Portal Accelerator, see if we can get another champion out. We can, and then that just refilled our mana again. Okay, so Hidden Tome is actually busted on leveled Norra, or 6-star Norra.
Hey, over here.
Sure, let's just... Actually, we can kill that one. Let's try to attack and do as much damage as possible.
Portals, up and down and all around.
What it used to be. Who's ready to wreck it?
All right, so yeah, our area is full. Let's go ahead and kill that right there. We can drop the wind to try to draw more champions. So yeah, we can drop Kale.
Behold the righteous flame.
And drop a Lowy.
And be tested.
And I think, yeah, they're constantly refilling our mana. Let's go for Portal Accelerator. We can get rid of essentially Zillion.
Excuses for war.
Let's play another Portal Palooza. Interesting. So we're gonna probably replace a lot of these, but let's drop Victor. We can drop our proximity puff cap. Yeah. We can drop Shen.
Balance requires a watchful eye.
Constantly refilling. Sure, let's go for a Portal Palooza.
Terrible. I hope it lasts.
So Jinx, Viego, Vi.
Vi stands for
This is actually a little bit silly how well this is actually working. Huh.
Nothing.
All right, that was way better than I thought it was going to be. Because yeah, even early, it seems like when every champion gets summoned, they immediately count as leveling. So even though it's a summon effect, it's still giving you the mana back for Hidden Tome. So that's crazy. So you're getting tons of mana, so you can keep playing or trying to keep playing her champion spell. Let's get this. Kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, then you quickly fill your board, and then you can just be dropping non-stop champions almost. Scion, Grenadier, someone's got a copy of me. Discarding cards actually will be nice because we're kind of having too many cards as is. So that wouldn't actually be the worst thing. Champion draw is not bad. We could play a Lowy for relatively cheap. But I actually like the discard. We're kind of having too many cards in hand. Scribe. Scribe is good, but then does become just a Scribe game. Still could be worth it. Regardless, I want either of these two, so let's go down here for a Marauder. Yeah, it's not quite infinite, but it is going pretty crazy. Let's give it a keeper. Let's hold on to the other, well, 3. Echoing did create this card. Let's try to drop her here. Let's go for the proximity puff cap. And we can play this right here. I guess we could have tried to keep that unit just so we have a little bit more.
I served for decades, and you call on me now.
Let's try to go for our Portal Palooza. Although this will guarantee that we actually level, which will give us mana back. So I suppose let's drop this first.
Portals, up and down and all around.
All right, nice. Let's try to play this again to get another champion.
Doors to adventure.
Do we want to discard Scion? Potentially no. Let's drop this one right here. All right, so now at this point, the powder kegs don't even matter. So we can drop Morgana. We can replace that, and we can curse that one. Also, one thing I didn't even think about, when we are playing these champions, another thing that is kind of crazy, by playing them, we're also triggering right here. Game starts, and when you play a card with a base cost of 4 or more, you plant a mysterious portal in the top 4 cards of your deck. By playing these cards, especially these level 2 champions, are normally going to be costing, or they're all going to be costing 4 or more once your Norra is leveled, because you only summon things that cost 4 or more when she's leveled. So then you're also starting to plant more Puffcat or more portals in your deck, which is kind of crazy. I think let's try to drop the Tea Maker right here for the extra draw.
Just what I needed.
Great, we got 2 more champions. This one does give us extra draw as well. Yeah, let's replace the Tea Maker. So we drop Hecarim. Do we care about Maokai? Not particularly. Let's drop this here. Yeah, if we had more Norras, we could actually keep going, which would be pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and attack like this.
Welcome, anguish.
Let's go for the wind, try to get some more Norras. Alright, not quite. Little sad, but yeah, this is actually going way better than I thought.
The 3 are unrivaled.
Sure. Actually, we haven't had anything proc this time. Suppose we can drop Scion. Alright, so now we have a bunch of champions. If they did want to play something, we could just be killing a bunch of them. And yeah, this
Bear this burden.
is GG. 6-star Norra with the right build, actually. We normally rate her really low on our tier list, which is one of the reasons why I'm really happy I have this account, that I actually test out all the champions. Her at 6 stars might be better than we normally give her credit for. Granted, I don't think she's great compared to some of the other champions, but better than we are normally saying. I think let's go here and then probably cut this card. Yes. Juris? Probably butchered that, but welcome. Do we want to go for Scribe? Do we want to just cut a card? Like, yeah, Scribe's always good. But yeah, I don't really want this to become a Scribe run, because then that kind of taints it somewhat, because then you gain all this extra bonus power that I don't really want to deal with. So I think let's not actually hold on to that. So we have 4 the Looping Telescope. Yeah, we can go ahead and get rid of this card. Champion item, Solitary Monk, or Shop. I think I want to go for the Shop. Do we want to go for Crimson Aristocrat? Taking that damage is going to be annoying, but he also has a lot of removal spells, which also sucks. So like both bad. We normally go to the bottom. Let's try to go for Lord Broadmane, I suppose. Portal Paloozas are nice, but we would rather just have several copies of our Norra, so let's try to reroll as much as possible. Echoing created this card, but we got a champions. We have the mana refill, so let's go for this right here. All right, unfortunate, but at least it did hit our Norra.
I seem to have misplaced my the suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts.
All right, so she's strong enough where nothing can block her. So let's go ahead and attack like this, as in block her and survive, I should say. All right, that's fine. He's going to be at 3, so let's maybe deal 5 to that and stun that one right there. And yeah, we can take the damage. We don't really want our champions to die at the moment.
I think I'm quite ready for a new adventure.
All right, Nidalee. Do we want to go for a mirror image? I mean, if we play this, there's a high likelihood that they kill us. So we get another bigger Nidalee. Sure, let's try to play this over here. 2 damage. That is really bad. All right, let's drop this here. I think we can discard that one. Sure, we can grab that one.
Too late to run.
So yeah, one issue is if our Norra gets taken out, it can be a bit of a problem. Oh my word, that was a lot. All right, we can drop Scion. He'll refill our board. He'll level. He'll get a strike off. Let's drop this here to replace that one. All right, so now we have our Norra. Do we actually care about some of these? I think let's replace some, just get some strikes going. All right, that one's stunned, so we'll just drop that there. Man, they have a lot of stuns. That's actually a pretty big unit. Manifest, a Titanic follower set stats to 1/1. Do we care about Scion? Not really. We want to end this round. Obliterate all units, deal 3 to all other enemies. Or all other units. That's actually fine. Let's drop our Norra here now.
Good look in a book and a cat in the lap.
And let's maybe go for the Tea Maker for the extra draw. All right, not bad. Senna and or Echo. I suppose let's drop Echo here because he can get the strike draw. Oh. All right, we're fine. Does it tell you if stuff has portals on them? No, we'll go for Norra.
Deja vu isn't what it used to be.
I think let's drop Senna. I'm kind of just trying to see how far we can actually go with this. All right, I think we are pretty good. Let's go ahead and attack like this. And that's GG. It's funny, we're doing all these quests and whatnot because it's just a brand new account. Grenadier, Pie Toss. Sure. All right, we have a decent amount of gold. Getting better copies of Norra or improving Norra is not bad, but let's go for the shop. Giving that elusive. Sheriff Piltover is not bad. Weakest enemy vulnerable. We don't have a lot of rerolls left. Let's get one copy of this for the elusive. Do we want to give the weakest enemy vulnerable? It actually can be okay, sure. Let's go here and cut a card. Is there any card we have a bunch of copies of that we don't want to play? We're probably not going to play the Caretaker. And let's go for Jhin. We want to have our deck as narrow as possible, so we're just able to draw a bunch of Norra, shuffle more Norras into our deck because her champion spell is so good. We're going to keep playing it. Gives us more draw, gives us more portals. Let's get rid of those two, but the rest is okay. All right, so we didn't trigger a champion. This one Echoing created, so let's drop this copy of Norra.
What matters the maker if not her divine work?
I promise it will be immortalized in our performance.
All right, sadly this is focus speed. Okay, so we can play this to kill her. Keep our Norra on the board, but then we don't have mana for the Portapalooza. But at least we have 2 units that can get some attacks in, plant some more portals. All right, fantastic. That is dealing 2. That's stunning us. Not too much we can do right there. Let's drop this for the... Right, I forgot Seraphine's actually doubling our spells. Alright, we already have 9 cards. Do we want to discard some? Let's try to play this here. Alright, Anivia, not bad. We can go ahead and drop her right here. We'll replace that, and we can discard that one right there. And yes, that does open up a space, which is bad, but that's why we're going to play this right here. All right, so we can play Jhin against Jhin or Nautilus. Let's open with Jhin, and then let's drop Nautilus. We can go for another Portapalooza. Sure, let's drop Galio. Let's drop our Scion. I think we can replace her there. Do we want Braum? I think we're okay. So we can end right here. And then attack, potentially GG.
Let's go.
All right, that's going to give us a rally. Goodness. I really want a Bard 6-star. I summoned Bard with my message, apparently. Yeah. I think we can go for Shadow Totem Norra. That'll be okay. For one, it's giving us another spot on our board that's full. And then if both of them attack, they get more portal strikes going. Yeah. Honestly, all 3 of these could be solid, but I think Shadow Totem will be okay. If we can get Deathless on her, that'd be pretty good. Ooh. Summon a 2-cost unit from your deck. So that could summon Norra. Easy Prey. I think we'll go for Easy Prey. For one, this is adding 2 units to our deck, or our board. Now, when we play our next unit, they are going to get consumed, but this is going to level our Norra way faster, and leveling our Norra so she summons those higher cost champions is pretty big. So let's grab this here, And let's try to go for the hard route. So Minotaur Reckoner. This is actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. All right, let's get rid of these two. And even the Grenadier, we'd like to get multiple copies of our Norra. All right, we will drop our Norra right here. And we're already leveled. I suppose the other copy of her also helps with that. Also, yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that with both of them, now our Portapaloozas cost less. Let's try this one more time. All right, that's pretty perfect. Let's go ahead. I think I'm actually going to keep this Norra around. We can kill that right there. Heimerdinger could die, which I think let's just attack like this first. Yeah. All right, there we go. That's pretty good. Let's go right here. I want to try to get the Reckoner to die. So yeah, we can drop Nocturne. And we could drop Hecarim. And yeah, I actually don't really care about Heimerdinger.
I will surpass these mortal constraints.
And sure, we can pass. All right, let's drop our Galio. And then we drop Set. Who do we want to get rid of, though? Probably Varus. Yeah. And we could play other things, but I think we're fine. We have a full board of all champions. We have more champions we can play, but we can go ahead and attack right away.
Off we go.
Actually, we can let... Oh, this one's not actually going to be able to kill Nocturne. Sure, let's go ahead and attack like this. We'll get a rally and be able to attack again because of Galio. I think let's just immediately attack. I don't really want to give them the opportunity to keep stunning our units. And GG. Awesome. Yeah, this is going pretty well. The Hidden Tome is super, super good, but then the Nasus Relic is actually doing all right. Let's go for the Keeper of the Masks. Yes, and then we're going to cut that card because it's already in our deck. Enfeebling, not bad. Shared Mana Flow, decent. We could probably go for that one. Yeah, let's try to go for this right here. And then let's go for the shop. Let's leave and see. So there's no other shop here. Let's try to do a reroll. Foe's Nexus takes 1 extra damage from all sources. That's fine, but... and would help us burn the Nexus a little bit better. If we also had the impact, we probably would. But I think I'd rather have something to help our units. Sure, we'll try to miss Mountain Peak, even though I'm sure it will help them. Let's go down here for Glory Seeker. Not gonna lie, shared mana flow most of the time feels like perfected mana flow. A bit, yeah. I really do like those powers. Let's get rid of both of these. All right, let's drop this to get all these stats on Norra. Let's go for Portal Palooza. And we're already leveled. Perfect. We could wait. I think let's play a... we could kill their units, but let's play a Yordle Captain here so we get more portals in our deck. Now we can go for a Portal Palooza. They got a rally. Let's play another Portal Palooza. That is a lot of champions. So we're probably not going to be able to get more Portal Paloozas for our Norra. We could go for Rumble. We're actually kind of fine with discarding a decent amount of our cards. Sure, so let's replace Norra. Oh, I guess we don't have to discard. All right. All right, we can let him die right here. The good thing is we still can play these units because they're already in our hands, so yeah, it's not really that big of an issue. Let's go for Viego. We don't really care about Agnivia. Disciple's not bad, but I think I'd rather have Swain. Let's play the Proximity Puff Cap. Just because we're going to be getting the mana back anyways. And I think we can get rid of Lilia. Alright, so we can attack like this. We don't want them to be able to block the Tactician. So let's put him over here. They could block with the Rider, which isn't great. But, oh well. Alright, not bad. Well, let's go ahead and end. Oh my word, it's all the champions.
The prettier the rose, the sharper the thorns.
The problem is, yeah, we just constantly have to override our own champions. I think let's drop Xerath. Pretty much anything they play, we're just going to have a champion to drop and kill it. Yeah, our champions should get extra stats. They get, what, 3-1? Should get 3-1. So Bard should be able to kill that, right? Oh no, so he strikes before the extra power goes through. So that's a little sad. You want to play anything else? Sure, let's drop set here. Alright, GG. So this is definitely slower than some other champions, but when this works out, you just feel like there's almost nothing the enemy can do. So yes, this is 6-star Norra. We're going for the Nasus Relic, Hidden Tome, and then Echoing. Let's go for Roar. Nice to be able to play that for free. Double draw. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Proximity Puff Cap. Try and draw our Norra will be nice. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's... what do we want to cut? Keeper. Yeah, we never plan on playing this. Alright, let's go for Swain. Yeah, this is going surprisingly well. Hoyo is still good with their stories, man. We also batted for Wise and Bella. Crying a bit. Such good writing. I love these games. Glad you're having fun. Alright, that looks pretty much perfect. Sure, we can play a 0-cost Norra. Granted, they might be able to play something to kill her, but still, we'll try to drop this here. Alright, let's play the Portal Palooza. And we can play another one. We can pretty much play these for free. And we can play another one. Alright, Kindred, Anivia, Poro King. I think we'll start with Kindred. Oh. Okay, them killing, that's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, I think that's fine. But let's go for a Cosmic Binding. Just because we are playing all these champions, we might as well get some of that mana back. Sure, so we can go for Anivia.
And you are their future.
And Portapalooza. Oh my word, 5. It drew out 5 champions. Alright, we're probably not going to play too many more Norras, so we can probably replace her. Do we want to go for Vi already? I think let's play some of these weaker champions first. Alright, that's next weakest. Do we care about Vladimir? Not necessarily.
Guess I'm the big guns now.
Sure, let's lay that one right here.
Make the hurt your weapon.
Deal damage to an enemy. Sure, we could be able to kill both of those. Then we just have Swain left, which is pretty solid. Do we want to keep Vi? Not necessarily, but let's just use her for some big damage right here. I honestly don't actually care about Anivia. Do we care about Vex? Not particularly. And let's go for our Scion. He should level and be pretty scary. And he gives us the incisive tactician. So we can attack like this, drop the tactician, rally. I suppose we can let Vlad be first. Alright, now let's go for the tactician. We can get rid of her. And so this is going to be us, OT Kane, Swain. Which is kind of crazy. Alright, GG. That was pretty solid. Hello, Smooth Brain. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. In like so many different ways. For one, the fact that the champions you summon from your 6-star trigger Hidden Tome, even without you playing them, makes it way, way better. So Hidden Tome for Norra is crazy. Overall, 6-star Norra feels better than I thought it would have. And yes, the Nasus Relic, especially with this build, does feel pretty good, especially with the Echoing, because you can get more copies of Norra, you get more Portapaloozas, you can then keep playing them. Pretty much every time you play them, you're getting mana back. Overall, this actually felt pretty ridiculous. Normally, we rate Norra a lot lower. She just normally doesn't have the same amount of scaling. But here, with this removal, we were pretty much able to dominate the board. And especially in that last match, turn 1, we were able to have an entire board of champions and then play another like 5 champions on top of having the full board, killing the entire enemy board, which for Swain, they have over 5 units. Like, they start with 5 and then they played several others. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Now, I think Norra is going to probably struggle a little bit with consistency compared to a lot of the other 6-stars. But still, that was way better than I thought it was going to be. That was quite a lot of fun. Very different than, yeah, any other champion you're going to be playing. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Also, if you want to check out our Twitch stream, Discord channel, or the main YouTube channel, links to all that are down below. Thank you again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.